So welcome all of y'all to the computer security group. This is our first meeting. Our meetings will generally be slightly more technical than this, but we like to kick it off with something more fun. And so we will be making tinfoil hats today and going through judging and all of that. But before that, we just wanted to introduce y'all to us so you know what we're about. So who are we? We're a group of students who really like computer security. Most of us have been officers for the club for a little over a year now. I'm Nick McClendon. I'm the president.
Andrew Magatsumi, vice president.
Alan Padilla, treasurer. Chase Baker, secretary.
Where's Jake? So he's a community manager, but he's not managing too well right now, I guess.
Not managing, community managing. He's out there getting more people.
He'll be here at some point, I think. He's kind of a red hair, dark eyes, got a comb over, kind of like him. A good deal.
But not like slick back.
So what we try to do as an organization, so our first and primary goal is to provide a safe environment for beginners to learn security and become integrated into the larger security community. If you're a CS major and you've looked at your classes, it's really juniors and seniors are the first people that can really take security classes, like network security. Any of those are really 3,000 and 4,000 level classes, hard to take as a freshman. But there's no reason you shouldn't be able to start learning now. And so we try to fill that role as an organization. And our secondary goal, equally important though, is to provide an environment for security experts, in quotes, to share their knowledge with the community. I put experts in quotes because no one knows everything, and a lot of people know a little bit about something. And so if you think you're pretty good at something, feel free to share with the community, in any form or fashion, because that's what this is all about. Just because we have titles and we stand up here and talk more frequently than anyone else doesn't necessarily mean we know more. It just means that we're the people who are up here talking more often than not. And so other than that, we'll go through a couple of different ways to get involved. If you've been here before, we're doing some new stuff. And if you haven't been here, then welcome to CSG. So first of all, we have a Discord. We used to have a Slack. Don't join the Slack. We're not using it anymore. And that's our primary mode of communication now. And so it's on the website. There's an invite link you can just click. All y'all should join the Discord because we're always on there. So if you need to talk to an officer, good to go. If you want to ask a security question, we're on there. If you just want to hang out and do Hack the Box or something like that, perfect place to do that. Really recommend joining the Discord. Wednesday night meetings. We meet every Wednesday except for the first of the month in general. There may be off weeks, but generally every Wednesday but the first of the month we'll be meeting. We're skipping the first Wednesday of every month because there's another group in the Dallas area called Dallas Hackers Association. It's a professional organization, very different vibe to what we have here, but we encourage y'all to go because you can meet some really neat people doing really cool stuff, and they're people that are industry professionals in the area. It's people from, yeah.
Oh, I was going to say, do you have to sign up? Or?
No, you can just show up. I'd recommend carpooling. The parking is not great. And the venue is kind of small, so get there a little bit early if you want a seat. But it is nothing like this. It's in a karaoke bar. It's super cyberpunk looking because they have neon lights everywhere.
Really loud dubstep, like chest banging.
Yeah,
dubstep.
But it's a lot of fun. And the talks there have ranged while we've gone from a girl who made a smart dress and she sewed lights onto it, to a guy who was doing logic analysis on his smart home, on his smart meter for power, and he was talking about how he decoded the stuff by hand. Really, really hard stuff to some pretty basic stuff. And it's a great opportunity to meet people. If you're looking for a job, people hire there. If you're trying to hire someone, if you're in that boat somehow, people hire there. It's a great place to go and meet our larger community. But when we do meet, we'll be at 7 p.m. here. MC 2.410, and that shouldn't change unless something awful happens. So meetings this semester will include an Exploitation Series led by the officers. We'll kick that off maybe next week. We'll see. We haven't gotten all of the schedule ironed out yet. Corporate talks, currently we have Elastic and Cisco lined up to come talk. Normally when we have corporate talks come, we ask they talk about a security topic that is relevant to what they do. That has sometimes been hit or miss, but the requirement we have for companies that may not give a security talk is they have to come with internships ready. Elastic, we haven't had that agreement because they're doing some pretty cool security stuff, but everyone else, they come to hire. And so if you're looking for an internship in a security area, good place to come. And then we're going to try, we talked about doing this last semester, actually going to try to do it this semester, member-led fire talks, and we'll do more information on that in a second. So the Exportation Series we're doing this semester, designed to be very practically focused. The last 2 years we've done some more academic look on stuff, kind of like treading the line between practical and not. We're trying to be super practical this semester, just like how to hack in general. And we're trying to do getting your feet wet with web exploitation, network exploitation, Linux, Windows, and then maybe binary exploitation, but that'll likely be a Saturday thing, because binary exploitation is not the easiest thing to get your feet wet in. But if you have any recommendations, mention it in Discord. This is a tentative schedule of what we think will be good and what we think people would be useful to learn, but that is by no means a exhaustive list or the only list we will do. Fire Talks. So Wednesday, October 20th, so a little under 2 months out. We're hoping to have member-led, so probably not officers, 10 to 20-minute talks. And you can talk about pretty much anything security-related or security-adjacent. There's a sign-up form on the website under the Get Involved tab. And if you know a little bit about anything, feel free to sign up. If you're not comfortable with your presentation skills, like we will work with you to get your presentation skills up to an acceptable level. We will meet with you to we will make it happen. So don't feel like you're not qualified to talk, because we're trying to really encourage community engagement this year. So if you want to talk, please sign up. You have 2 months to write a 10-minute presentation, and that's 10 minutes goes by real quick. That is not a long talk. Capture the flag. We do capture the flag competitions. No experience is required if you want to work on it. They can be online or remote. You can work on your laptop, or you can come into the lab when we have our lab hours. Really great way to get hands-on experience, and it's a lot of fun if you like it, if you like hacking. So our first one we're going to compete in is CSG CTF, which is in 2-ish weeks, 3 weeks. It's the Friday, September 14th, and that one's they attempt to be collegiate beginner friendly. They're not always. But it is a good CTF to get your feet wet with if you haven't done one before. And we'll be there in the lab to help out. Do you have a question?
Where's the lab?
The lab is ECSS 4.619. Whenever we say we're meeting in the lab, we will include the room number, so no need to remember it. But if we have a Saturday session, we think it's going to be smaller, we'll likely be meeting there because we don't need a room this big if it's only 10 people. Also new this year, CSG CTF. We're trying this out. Currently only one challenge up, and it's pretty easy if you've done a CTF before, so don't expect hardcore, really hard things on there. But it's an attempt to provide hands-on challenges for things we talk about exploitation-wise, because we're really looking to get as much hands-on experience as possible for everyone, which it's just kind of challenging with security, and so we're hoping this will solve that problem. And if you're more adept, you like writing CTF challenges, let me know. My email's on the website under Getting Involved. And I will help you write CTF challenges. I've written quite a few, and I've hosted quite a few CTFs for UTD. And so if that's something you're interested in, just reach out. We'd love to get you involved in that process. Live streams. If you didn't know, we live stream most of our events. We're live streaming right now for the intro section. But we're also trying to push that outside of meetings. So if you want to live stream something like Hack the Box or a CTF problem that you're solving, or a walkthrough on binary exploitation, or pretty much anything that you think is interesting security-wise, and you want to do a live stream on our channel, there is a form on the Getting Involved tab that you can fill out. And again, we will help you if you need help. We'll help you getting broadcasting set up. We will get all of that set up with you if you want to stream. We did a Hack the Box stream Sunday night where I went through a full exploitation of a Linux machine and just talked about my process. I'm by no means a genius when it comes to hacking, but this is how I would do it, and we rooted the box and had a good time. Pretty fun. If you're interested in that, feel free to reach out. John did kind of one earlier, and John, what? But he still did it. You still did it. So we're happy to have people stream. It's a really good opportunity. And that's it for the slides. But we also keep in mind we need officers for next semester. We are graduating 4 of our officers in the spring, and we have 5. So we're looking to replace ourselves. So if you're interested in being an officer next semester or the semester after, please get involved now and come get to know us, hang out in Discord. We are looking for replacements because we've done a lot of work to make this club successful, and we would like it to continue going. And so if you're interested, just come talk to us. We won't do officer like interviews until probably November or December, so you have plenty of time to learn security if you feel like you don't know enough. But plenty of people have joined officers and didn't feel like they knew enough security. Like knowledge is really not super important to be an officer. It's a willingness to come and a willingness to help out and a willingness to learn, and that's about it. But other than that, are there any questions before we move on to making tinfoil hats? Yeah.
Can I get a clarification on the fire toss? You said it was on Wednesday the 20th?
Yep.
20th of Saturday?
Oh man, that's a bad date then. So let me go check our calendar. Our calendar is also on the website if you're curious.
Any other questions while he checks the calendar? Yeah. Is there any experience we need to have? No.
Nope.
There's no experience required.
Oh, that should be October the 24th.
So, like, if you don't know something, feel free to ask it. No one will judge you. I've asked some pretty, like, basic questions before.
It's like we are. Sorry, go ahead.
Oh, no, I was just going to
Oh.
ask.
I was going to say resources to start learning.
So we have a resources tab on our website, and that contains things that we have made or alumni who were previously officers have made. If you're looking to get started on like a generic pen testing, there's a website called Hack the Box that's really good. And then there's a spreadsheet that goes around. We can post it in the. I pinned it in the Discord. If you go to the Discord and check our pinned posts, there is a spreadsheet that's curated by other security professionals, and they go through like. These are like the 4 or 5 different kinds of security work you can be doing, and here's how to get started with each of them. And that resource is pretty good. But I think for pen testing specifically, which is kind of what we're focusing on, Hack the Box is definitely the best that I have done personally.
I agree.
And as far as stupid questions go, like I don't really think there are stupid questions in these kinds of meetings. Please just ask whatever you want. We're happy to answer. Sure. Okay, yeah. So there's a, if you go to our website, csg.utdallas.edu, and go on to click on Get Involved, if you scroll down to the Discord tab, or Discord link, there'll be a click for invite. Yep. And let me make sure that's up to date, because I think I copy and pasted the link for Get Involved. Yep. Okay.
Any other questions?
Update.
No? Then I guess we're going to start making tinfoil hats.
Yep. And we're going to stop streaming now. Goodbye, stream.